Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Summer Graduation 2018. You excited to be here? We are very excited to have you here. Now, what we do in every graduation is we do a little bit of research, as is the norm here at the university. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a question. If you agree with that question, all that you have to do is just clap your hands. Is that cool? All right. So let's start off. Who's relieved to be here? Not bad. Usually I get a great response from the siblings when I ask this question. Who's surprised to be here? Yeah, and who's proud to be here? And we are very proud to have you here this morning. Just a couple of announcements. Access to the Kalihiman is strictly for ticket holders. Our live stream link can be accessed now, livestream.ufs.ac.za. It started at 8:45 and will again start this afternoon at 2:15. Guests must be seated. Thank you very much for being seated. Children under the age of 10 should be accompanied by an adult and must be strictly monitored to prevent disturbances to the program. Special seats are allocated towards the back of the venue for parents with children. Please utilize these seats only. And the university uses official photographers who are present in the hall today. However, areas on campus have been allocated to a couple of freelance photographers. But because they are freelance, the university does not guarantee their quality whatsoever. Now, during the ceremony, please stand as the procession enters the hall. Remain standing until the congregation has been constituted by the Chancellor or Rector and Vice Chancellor. Avoid moving around during the ceremony and leaving the hall to avoid disturbing proceedings. Please keep your cell phones on silent for the duration of the ceremony. And the last one, today is a time to celebrate the achievements of each graduate. Hearing the full names of each student being announced is important to everyone. You are therefore asked to limit cheers and loud exclamations such as whistling, making them short enough for everyone to hear the announcement of the next studio. My name is Gerben van die Kerk on behalf of the University of the Free State. Good morning and welcome to the Kalihiman and Summer Graduation 2018. We're going to cross now to live drone footage as the graduates make their way to the Kalihiman. We trust you'll enjoy the morning with us. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the power vested in me as Rector and Vice-Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for awarding of certificates and diplomas and the conferment of degrees in the faculties of Economic and Management Sciences and Education. I therefore award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on all the candidates that the respective deans present to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award certificates and diplomas and confer degrees on those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today. You may be seated. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you on this auspicious and joyous occasion on behalf of the University of the Free State. You know, graduations are joyous affairs for everyone, and specifically for our graduates, their parents, family and friends, and very importantly, also the staff who have taught them. So therefore, I believe for everyone this morning, this day mark a sense of achievement and an atmosphere of celebration. But we must also realize for many in the audience today, the event marks the culmination of a great deal of hard work. And I probably would say in many cases, sacrifice. Whether that sacrifice has been financial or whether that is emotional. But we also will have many of us here today who are the first to obtain a university education in their family. And I would like to say from my side, well done. Before I want to tell a little bit about what we as university offer to our students, I would like to welcome specific people on the platform. We have our guest speaker, Mr. Dani Maintjies. He's going to be introduced more formally by the program director, but Dani Maintjies is former MediClinic CEO, Chief Executive Officer, but more important, that was also important title, but more important, in 2018, he was the Chancellor's Distinguished Alumnus of the Year. And but he will be formally introduced later on by the Director of Ceremonies. We also have a representative of Council, in fact representing the Chair of Council, Mr. Derek Foster. Then we have our Vice Rector, Institutional Change, Student Affairs and Community Engagement, Professor Puleng Lenkabula. We have the Acting Vice Rector Academic, who will also be our Program Director, Professor Henry Krokamp. Then we have got two Acting Registrars, Ms. Elna van Pletsen and Mr. Anban Naidu. And then we also have a member of Council, who was also the 2017 Young Alumnus of the Year of the University of the Free State, Ms. Leah Motlatseli. And then we have representatives from our campus, the South Campus. We have got our deans that's presented here on our platform. And we also have got the president of the SRC here at Bloemfontein, Mr. Sonwabile Ndwaba. And I just would like to welcome them all. But to come back to what the University of the Free State strives to do, we strive to contribute to the students' development by not conferring just a degree. We believe that we confer a degree that is embedded in a set of values, and that set of values will hopefully set our graduates apart from others. And those are the values of critical inquiry and the receptiveness for alternative ideas and what it engenders. But it's also the values of social responsiveness and service that is for us quite crucial. And then in the context that we have got the Economic and Management Sciences graduates here this morning, our last value is the value of integrity. I think some of your professions has been challenged the last year or two, but that's a value that we hold dear as a University of the Free State. And that's a value that hopefully you will use as together with the other values that I've mentioned in a value framework that will support your professional life. So then, therefore, to all of you, hearty welcome and celebrate the achievement of your loved one. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dumalang. Ooh, it's a celebration, as the rector said, so it better get a bit more energy, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Goeiemorgen. Hey, that's better. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, on an occasion of this magnitude, we need to have some house rules, don't you think? Yes, thank you. So I'm only going to present to you 5 of those, right? And listen carefully. The first one is, the university makes use of photographers who are present here in this wall, but you'll see outside other people with cameras as well. Now, they're there to take pictures of you and all the gradiandi, right? But we cannot guarantee that particular quality of their cameras. Not their cameras, their photos, right? So please take cognizance of that. Secondly, today, as the rector quite rightly said, is a day of celebration. But obviously, each and every person would like to hear the next person's name. Isn't that so? So when you cheer, please, ladies and gentlemen, limit those cheers and also the loud exclamations so that the next person's name can also be heard, right? Thirdly, you'll see that we strive to get these graduation ceremonies in a dignified manner. And as such, please, gentlemen, if you can get to your seats, then you don't disrupt anyone else, and this can be part and parcel of the proceedings. And then, you know these things, huh? Cell phones, please, someone now, put them on silent, because then you don't disturb the person next to you, right? And then lastly, ladies and gentlemen, if you missed all these announcements, on page 2 of your program at the bottom, you'll see them listed. So please refer to that. So can we therefore keep to these 5 rules, ladies and gentlemen? Do we have your commitment to this? Yes, thank you very much. And then, ladies and gentlemen, it's also my pleasure this morning to introduce to you Mr. Dani Mainchis. Now, on page 10 of your program, you'll find a fuller CV than the one that I'm going to introduce to you now. But let's start to see who is this person that will deliver this guest speaker of us, this lecture this morning. Now, with his roots deep in the Free State, Dani Mainchis is the former Group Chief Executive Officer of Mediclinic International. He has since transitioned into the position of Non-Executive Director of the Mediclinic International Board. Now, during his 34 years within Mediclinic, his flair for practical problem solving has been evident across the whole business. And then also thanks to his leadership, combined with the inputs of his management team, Mediclinic is now, ladies and gentlemen, one of the top 10 healthcare operators in the world. Not South Africa, in the world. As Professor Francis Peterson said, in 2018, he received the University of the Free State's Chancellor's Distinguished Alumnus Award for the year. I now call on Mr. Dani Mainchis to address us. Thank you.
Professor Koukamp, thank you for the kind introduction. Professor Peterson, special guest, and then very specifically the graduates of 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I want to first start off by thanking the university for inviting me to be here today. After many years, it's actually a great feeling to be back on the boat, as we used to call it, so thank you for that invitation. A specific word to the 2018 graduates. Congratulations with your achievements. I do know that it is hard work, that you had to study long hours, and that sometimes it takes an unfair slice of your social time as well, but it was all worth it. You are now part of an exclusive group, a group of only 5% of South African citizens who hold a degree. So congratulations to you, your support teams, your family, and your friends. Well done. We are proud of you. Now, exactly 40 years ago, I sat in the Kalihiman wall here, waiting to receive my bachelor's degree. A year later, after doing an honors degree, I was confident, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to start life, to earn my first salary, and to become independent. I landed a good job at a copper mine in the north of the country, and I was very excited to start my career. Little did I know that the very next week I would receive a call from that mine to tell me I do not have the job anymore. So I lost my first job before I started to work, and that was quite a difficult thing to stomach at the time. But today, 40 years later, when I look back over my career, maybe that was maybe the best thing that could have happened to me. I'm sure that all of you as young graduates also have big dreams, hopes, aspirations for the future. But unfortunately, no one of us know what the future will hold. I will not attempt to give you a lecture. I think you had enough of that during your studies at university. I'd prefer to give you 5 or 6 thoughts, maybe something to chew on whilst you build your career going forward. The first one is work hard. Plain and simple, work hard. There is no substitute for hard work. Personally, I know nobody who's extremely successful and lazy. If you want to make progress, if you want to excel, you need to differentiate yourself from the average people around you. And hard work does not necessarily refer to long hours. It also refers to staying power, the ability to push through during difficult times and to get the job done effectively. It is not the hours that you work, but what you achieve during those hours. It is also applicable to studying. Your degree and your newly acquired knowledge and skills will be an ideal stepping stone. But remember, you still need to do the climbing yourself. You cannot get to the top by sitting on your bottom. Now, Peter Drucker said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So go out and create the future that you are dreaming about. Secondly, learn fast, adapt quickly, and don't stay behind. You've learned a lot during the last 3, 4, 5 years at university, but I'm convinced that you will even learn more in the next year in employment for those who are not employed yet. And I think the most valuable, useful attribute that you gained at university is not the specific skills and knowledge, but your ability to learn, the ability to contextualize information and use it. The university exposure and your newly acquired skills should be used as a blueprint and a solid foundation to build the future that you envisage. Pace is fast. You don't need to stay behind. You will make mistakes. You will be disappointed, but that is okay, as long as you adapt and go forward. Life is not on how high you climb, how fast you run, but it's actually how well you bounce. Thirdly, very important, avoid negative energy. Do not generate it and do not accommodate it. The world is not short of negative people, those people who see the glass always half empty, those people who see the next drought in the first ray of sunlight after the rain. Negativity limits your ability to identify opportunities. It limits your potential for success, and it drains energy. Avoid it at all times, and it will improve your chances to succeed. To be positive does not mean that you do not need to agree or that you must agree with everything around you. You need to challenge the system. You need to take action. You need to be the catalyst, but do it in a positive way. Sir Winston Churchill said, attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. Fourthly, consider to become an employer rather than employee. What South Africa needs is job opportunities. We need to get more people to participate in the economy. We need to give the unemployed hope. We cannot expect growth, stability, prosperity, and peace in our country if almost 30% of the people who want to work do not find a job. Small, medium enterprises can make a big difference. Not all people can be an entrepreneur, but if you have that urgency in you, that voice to say, I want to do my own thing, I dare you to try it, take the risk. It is better to take risk earlier in life than later. And then, almost done, remember that your good name is much, much more worth than a quick $1 million. Fraud, self-enrichment, and the lack of ethical behavior plagued our country over the recent past, both in the public and the private sector. This has robbed the country of much-needed economic growth that could have created many jobs benefiting the broader society. You, as graduates, will be the future leaders. You will have to lead by example. You must assist to embed a new value culture in the broader society to regain confidence in the political and the business leadership. Our country has enough to meet all our need, but not all our greed. Avoid temptations to make shortcuts and take shortcuts to make a quick buck. Never compromise your values and your good name, because once lost, you can never get it back. For me, it's simple. If you make money without adding value, you are busy stealing. So stay true to your moral compass. And then to conclude, maintain balance and enjoy life. Work hard, but make time to enjoy life. Make time for family, for friends, and for yourself. The singer and the songwriter Passenger has this one song where he sings, life is for the living, so live it, or you are better off dead. Work hard, learn fast, stay positive, don't take shortcuts, and keep a balance. Live life, enjoy it, and make it more enjoyable for all those around you. I wish each one of you a very successful, enjoyable, and fulfilling career. Tsamaya hantle, mooi loop, God bless. I thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think with that practical advice that Mr. Meintjes shared with us, he deserves a round of applause, another round of applause. You will obviously also agree, well, you don't have any room for disagreement today, that with the celebration that we have now in front of us, we should celebrate this with a bit of music. And together with the composer Michael Gore, Dean Pitchford collaborated on 3 songs in the 1980s music motion picture fame, including the title track, which became a multi-platinum international bestseller. To my left, you'll see arranged by Anton Estraser, ladies and gentlemen, and performed by Beverly Ranso, Maritinette Spoelstra, and Ilse Fourie. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Fame.
Baby, look at me and tell me what you see. You ain't seen the best of me yet. Give me time, I'll make you forget the rest. And I got more in me, and you can set it free. I can touch the moon with my hands, and don't you know who I am? Remember my name, Fame. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. I see it coming together. People will see me and cry. Fame. I'm gonna make it to heaven and light up the sky like a flame. Fame. I'm gonna live forever. Baby, remember my name. Remember, 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 remember. Baby, hold me tight, 'cause you can make it right. You can shoot me straight to the top. Give me love and take all I've got to give. Baby, I'll be tough. Too much is not enough. No, I can write your heart till it breaks. Oh, I got what it takes. Remember my name. Fame. I'm gonna live forever. I'm gonna learn how to fly high. I feel it coming together. People will see me and cry. Fame. And I'm gonna make it to heaven and light up the sky like a flame. Fame. I'm gonna live forever. Baby, remember my name. Remember, 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 remember. Fame. I'm gonna make it to heaven and light up the sky like a flame. Fame. I'm gonna live forever. Baby, remember my name. Fame.
Wow, that was great. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Anton. It now gives me big pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to call upon the Acting Dean of Economic and Management Sciences, Professor Philippe Burger, to present his candidates.
Mr. Rector and Vice Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award and confer qualifications to and on the candidates that I introduce to you. Higher Certificate in Management Development. April LP and the Certificate with Distinction. Basson CJJ. De Tue W, and the certificate with distinction. Kitsa M.F. Leshloma T.L. Lingham V.K. and the certificate with distinction. Maketa M.M. and the certificate with distinction. Matokwani P.P. Matsopa O.B. May M.U. Mohobo N.C. Moilwa T.E. Mosole OCS and the certificate with distinction. Mtimkulu MS. Nsibanyoni MS and the certificate with distinction. Porte MP. Ramate CT. Rapurun Juane P and the certificate with distinction. Reinhard E.V. Ciele A.O. Shibane N.J. Sikhutla M.J. Twabala MP. Twenyani M.I. Postgraduate Diploma in Business Administration. Damani M.C. Kobue F. Korji P.V. Kochomela T.E. Lamunu S.E. and the diploma with distinction. Lesesa M.J. Makhalane M.K.E. Malwisani T.H. Matang LP, Nkuma TG, Musi PL, Mokhali TJ, Molawa TFF, Motahong MS, and the diploma with distinction. Mputswe PR, Ntebe TJ, Prince Louis CJ, Ramansi TP, Seshlohor MD, Sinra RW, Tau ME, Tebehai LD, Tabanelo PV, Solo GM, Van Wyk J, and the diploma with distinction. Bachelor of Accounting. Ngubeni NN, Bachelor of Administration. Khwarai MF, Kobeli M, Lesimola O, Makhonofani D, Mia KT, Mokwa O, Motibi MM, Swartz DNE, Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting. Barlow AR, Kumalo SG, Kotze DJ, Mbutuma TB, Moritsa Otsile L, Mosekili BP, Motahong M.I. Mswane N.T. Ndo H.R. Nemukula R.B. Senosi T.D. Thank you. Shasha L.N. Thomas R. Venter J.W. Bachelor of Commerce in Economics. Beza Q. Botsane N. Mashehu T.D. Mokabo R. Mushoslonye XP. Sangweni NNP. Vilakazi VG. Bachelor of Commerce in Entrepreneurship. Lentwa TT. Prinsloo HT. Bachelor of Commerce in Human Resource Management. Benjamin A. Nube S. Opperman L. Siata BP. Bachelor of Commerce in Investment Management and Banking. Myendeki Y. Pakela M. Palmer T. Sitavane E.M. Thank you. Bachelor of Commerce in Law. Makomva P.T. Bachelor of Commerce in Marketing. Birkus D. Mingay R.M. Bachelor of Management Leadership. Banda C.T. Birkus L.L. Brimohan S. Huale P.B. Klassen CD. Kotsia A. Leroux PP and the degree with distinction. Mafeka MR. Matlala NS. Nematiti CF. Ninaber JH. Oosthuizen NJ. Pringle RJ and the degree with distinction. Sheikh Z. Shongwe SC. Tate NR and the degree with distinction. Flock FO. Bachelor of Administration Honours. Moneri MM. Bachelor of Commerce Honours in Management Accounting. Mbata K. Mokechle NW. Tahole M. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in Applied Econometrics. Nkachle NJ. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in Economics. Marumo MM. Motahong TN. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in Entrepreneurial Management. Moreki T. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in Financial Economics and Investment Management. Jameson ZJ. Bachelor of Commerce Honours with specialization in Marketing. Madiba GF. Maseko NV. I now call upon the Dean of Education, Professor Luis Agito, to present his candidates.
Mr. Rector and Vice Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award and confer qualifications to and on the candidates that I introduce to you. For the postgraduate certificate in education, further education and training phase. Abrahams J.G. Maume M.C. Mokhatla R.P. Motlong TD. For the postgraduate diploma in curriculum studies, Mofokeng TE. For the postgraduate diploma in mathematics education, Dlamini KPC. For the postgraduate diploma in school leadership and management, Motabeng MJ. For the Bachelor of Education in Further Education and Training phase, Ditebe S. Ibeditse KP. Machale TE. Maketa PM. Mbalula KV. Mukwena DS. Muraka NRI. Ngalo AP. Ngesi MS. Wedendal ME. Senoko MG. Sesing RI. Zwane NZ. For the Bachelor of Education in Intermediate phase, Augustine AD. Colbert EE. Yankees BB. Mkuchane TD. Mukwale L. Mukwena M. Mukwena TG. Colton, RKA. Shikwambane, L. Checha, K. Tsotetsi, L.I. Thank you. Thank you. Valashia, A. For the Bachelor of Education in Preschool and Foundation Phase. Congratulations. Haskis, C.J. Hendricks, AZM. Mohapi, M. Redika, J. Rain, L. Vessels, A.H.
Right, I think we can give our graduates another hand of applause. Well, to all our graduates, well done. But I also think that you will agree, as graduates, with me that your achievements would not be possible, would not have been possible, without the support of loved ones, parents, guardians, friends, and family members. So for the graduates, I would like you to lift up your scrolls, try to make eye contact with your loved ones in the audience, and shout your appreciation. So maybe you could stand. It's going to be better if you can stand up and do that. Right, thank you. Our academics that's sitting on the platform, and it's also here this morning present sitting on my right and on your left, I also would like, and I think you probably will also agree with me, that their input, not only from the teaching content side, but also for the mentoring and the emotional support that they have provided during your studies. And I think you should also give them your appreciation. So can you also once again stand and just show your appreciation to our academic staff on the platform and on the right. Thank you. I personally also would like to say thank you to our academic staff on the platform here and also sitting down there on my right for their contribution to the academic enterprise. We often measure the quality of the university with the academic staff and the brain trust that we've got at the university. And I personally would like to also express my sincere appreciation for the contribution that you are making to the academic enterprise. But the university not only consists of academic staff, we also have support staff. In fact, the support staff is double the number of our academic staff. And they are often in the background, but they are responsible for ensuring that our graduation ceremonies are running smoothly. They are members of staff that are part of units and departments such as the Protection Services Department, which look after the safety of our staff and students on campus. There's the Registrar's Office that are responsible for registration, examination, and also graduations. There's the Student Affairs section that look after student accommodation and also student life on campus. We've got our communications department that is responsible for running the communication part of not only this ceremony or various other things on the university. And I think they are often those that we don't see because they're operating in the background. But I think today we should also put our hands together collectively to thank them for their contribution. So to the graduates, now that you have graduated, you have become an alumnus of the University of the Free State. And I believe that alumnus is a member of an elite group, and that elite group we call the convocation of the university. And the role of the convocation is really to provide the continuity between the past, the present, and the future. They are there to challenge us, to challenge management, if they believe that we're not doing things correctly. They are there to ensure that the quality is maintained. So then when our guest speaker talks about the time that he has spent here at the University of the Free State, and the trajectory that he has followed in his professional career, that is the sort of thing that I would like all of our alumni to say, that we would like to get the same quality of education that our guest speaker has got, and perhaps even better. And that's the role of the alumni through the convocation. And I would like you to ensure that you play that role. You are part of over 130,000 alumni that sits across the world and the globe. And it's important for you to participate. One of your tasks as a member of the convocation is to elect the Chancellor of the university. And our current Chancellor is Dr. Khotso Mogele. You will be participating in graduation ceremonies later in the week. But his tenure is also coming to an end towards the course of next year. And the role of the convocation is actually to ensure that we elect a Chancellor that we're proud of, a Chancellor that could be associated with the values that this university stands for. And I would like you to participate also in that process. So as alumni, please keep in touch and in contact with the university. It's important that we've got your details, that you remain part and parcel of this wonderful university. And we would like you to make contributions in whatever format to the university. Obviously, talking to the EMS faculty, and also the education faculty, but probably more to the EMS faculty, We're more looking to your financial contribution than anything else, because you're going to go out there, make money, create jobs, and also make more money that you can contribute back to the university. So, to our graduates again, hearty congratulations. And I believe, as our guest speaker have said, you must go out there. And I would like to echo the fantastic practical advice that our guest speaker has shared in his talk to the graduates. And I think for that, we also have to give our guest speaker a hand of applause. Our two deans, they have done fantastically well with the names and making sure that that we effectively gone through the platform, and also our two registrars. So, ladies and gentlemen, and to our graduates, please go out there, and I think you can change the world. Once again, hearty congratulations. So this concludes the proceedings for this morning. The university takes great pleasure in inviting all graduates and their guests for refreshments in the Scholes Hall to the west of this venue. Jani Marais, accompanied by the Graduation Instrumental Ensemble under the direction of Anton Estreicher, will shortly lead us in the singing of the national anthem. After that, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and the main academic processions leave the hall. Please rise.